Hi guys, I hope you're all keeping well and safe. Welcome to Early Years Matters TV. On this channel, we focus on everything early childhood related. And if these are the kind of videos you're looking for, kindly subscribe. And not just only subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that whenever a new video is being dropped on this channel, you'll be the first person to be notified. In this video, I'm going to continue the series of pedagogical strategies that could be used to promote learning in early childhood. So this video is going to be all about recalling as a pedagogical strategies to promote learning in early childhood. So let me do a quick definition of what is pedagogy. Perhaps this might be your first time of watching the series of pedagogical strategies in early childhood education. So pedagogy is defined as the approach to teaching. So it's the approach that you implement in your early childhood classroom as an early childhood educator or an emergent early childhood educator to promote learning. The focus of this video is going to be on recalling as a pedagogical strategy to promote learning in early childhood education. So let me start by defining what is recall. Recall simply means recollect or remember something. So in relation to recall it means to remember or to recollect something. So using it as a pedagogical strategy, it's simple. It's where you give the children the opportunity in your early childhood classroom to recall or something that has happened. But you need to understand that in relation to using recalling as a pedagogical strategy, you need to consider the age of the children that you're dealing with. Early childhood is broad. We have children from birth to 6 or children from birth to 8. It depends on the country that you're based in. Here in the Republic of Ireland, early childhood is from birth to 6. So I will use myself as an example. So if I want to use recalling as a pedagogical strategy, I have to consider the children in my early childhood classroom. Let's say, for instance, if I have preschooler, maybe I have children from the ages of 3 to 5. So then I have to look at what are the things that they can recall. If I have toddler, if I have wobbler, then I have to think of what are the things that the children can recall. So it's important. And you need to understand that children can't recall things they can't remember, they did not experience, or they did not know. So it's important that in relation to using recalling as a pedagogical strategy, children can remember what they did not experience, what they don't know, or what they can't remember. So if you want to use recalling as a pedagogical strategy, so you need to think about the children, what are the things that they can remember. So if they can't remember it, there's no point using recalling as a pedagogical strategy. So in relation to using recalling as a pedagogical strategy, you need to think about the children's interests. What are the things that they are interested in? If it's things that they are interested in, then you can use recalling as a pedagogical strategy to give them the opportunity to talk about the things that are of interest to them. Are they familiar with in their environment? What is it that they are familiar with in the environment, be it in the early childhood classroom or at home? And it has to be of recent, because you need to consider the age group of the children you're dealing with as well. So if you want to use pedagogy, recalling as a pedagogical strategy, you need to consider the age of the children. You need to consider their interests. What are they familiar with in their environment? To be of recent, if you want to use recalling as a pedagogical strategy. You need to understand that in relation to using recalling as a pedagogical strategy, has a more holistic development. I'm going to break it in relation to the children using their imagination. So if you want them to recall something that has happened in the past, they definitely have to think. For instance, you could ask a question such as, who can tell us how Florence was feeling yesterday? So what happened to you yesterday? Why were you sad yesterday? So they have to recall their feelings. It was something that occurred recently, was something that occurred yesterday. So they can still recall what happened to them. Why were they feeling the way they were feeling? So they're definitely going to make use of their imagination. They are going to think, what happened to me yesterday? Why was I sad yesterday? Why was I frying in my face yesterday? Why was I happy yesterday? Definitely going to think. So they're going to use their imagination, which in return, it does promote cognitive. So now language development, when you're asking them to recall something, for instance, what is the texture of the Play-Doh? They're definitely going to use their language. The Play-Doh is hard, to do with the young children using their words or their non-verbal communication. For instance, if we ask them the texture of the instance, they might frown their face. It's telling that they don't like the texture of the Play-Doh. Or you can ask them, what do you think of the texture of the Play-Doh? If they frown their face, it shows that they don't like the texture of the. This does promote language development as well. They're engaging in conversation with you when you ask them questions. They're engaging in conversations with their peers as well. This does promote social development. Emotional development, they're expressing themselves. If you ask them questions such as, what happened to you yesterday? Why were you sad yesterday? What happened to you yesterday? They might be able to express their feelings using what? Because using what? I saw a way, that was why I was not happy. So it's important that you need to understand that in relation to using recalling as a pedagogical strategy, it does promote holistic development in early childhood. The things that the children can recall in your early childhood classroom, perhaps you're going to be using recalling as a pedagogical strategy for the first time. So you could ask the children to recall about their feelings, about the people around them, about textures, about sounds. So these are some of the things that the children can recall in your early childhood classroom. But like I said earlier, you need to consider the age of the children. You need to consider their interests. What are the things that they're interested in? Are they interested in really the images? Are they interested in sounds? Are they interested in people? Are they interested in animals? So whatever they're interested in, you can then link it with in relation that you can call in as a pedagogical strategy. So after are you familiar with recalling as a pedagogical strategy, or is this something that you're going to try in your early childhood classroom? And if you do try this out for the first time, I want you to come back and leave the comment in this video. How was it? Do you think you're going forward, you're going to implement more of recalling in your early childhood classroom to promote learning and development? And if you want more of this video on this channel, kindly subscribe. Not just only subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that you will not miss valuable content in relation to early childhood on this channel. And until I come your way next time, stay safe and mind yourselves for now. Bye.